Nothing's changed. Crossing the border in between the ports of entry is still a crime. So all those individuals that you see on that side that are on the other side of the wall, they're in the U.S. illegally.
As the sun goes down over Juarez, this group has just made their way from Mexico into the United States. After crossing the river and climbing the banks, they quickly scale the wall. From our vantage point, they disappear among the trains on the other side.
This is the typical scenario at the border where hundreds up to thousands of migrants who are still desperately crossing the border every day. These are the scenes of despair and determination at the U.S.-Mexico border, where an overwhelming number of migrants keep coming, many fleeing poverty and violence in their home country. The number of migrants trying to cross the border is already in an all-time high, even before the end of Title 42 or the pandemic health era policy.
So you're waiting to cross into the U.S. right now?
Yes. 3 días aquí.
What is your reason? Are you seeking asylum or just looking for a better life?
Buscar asilo.
Are these your children over here?
Uno.
Okay. How far did you travel to get here?
2 meses.
What city in the U.S. are you trying to end up in?
Los Ángeles.
What are your dreams once you get to America and Los Angeles?
Trabajar para comprarle una casa a mis hijos en Venezuela.
Okay, right on. Did you come here to work?
He venido a solicitar asilo, no porque tengo una amenaza de muerte.
¿A qué te trajo aquí?
La economía.
Inflation?
Sí.
And did you illegally enter through that border right there?
No. Había una puerta abierta y pasé.
Okay, clever answer. What country are you from?
I'm Salvadorian.
How did you get in through the border?
Ilegalmente, a través de un hoyo tuve que correr, logré llegar hasta aquí caminando, gracias a Dios.
What is your plan now that you've gotten in here safely?
Hacer un trámite migratorio legal y especialmente sacar adelante a mi familia porque no tengo nada, los dejé atrás y una recién nacida que apenas solo la pude chinear 1 hora y media. La dejé de 5 días de nacida internada en el hospital.
The baby was in the hospital for 5 days and he had to leave El Salvador. It's a pretty genuine guy. It seems like he's just emotional about the situation. What country are you from?
Venezuela.
¿Cómo has llegado hasta aquí?
Caminando en autobús, cruzando selva, evitando peligro.
Did you have to run away from Border Patrol?
Sí.
¿Qué es tu país?
Colombia.
Why did you come through the border?
Problemas pues en Colombia ahorita, en mi tierra, amenazas.
Is your plan to stay here in El Paso, Texas?
Mi plan es ahorita llegar hasta Chicago, pero yo tengo ya una semana aquí, sino que como no tenemos los pasajes, yo estoy con mi bebé de 2 años y mi pareja. Poca ayuda, no tenemos ayuda ahorita de nadie, por eso nos hemos quedado esperando a ver quién de pronto nos brinda la ayuda humanitaria.
Did you fly into Mexico or come in illegally?
Entré ilegalmente. De hecho, desde que salí de Colombia, pasé por Panamá ilegalmente, y de ahí me ha tocado pues ir pidiendo en las calles.
And how much money did you bring with you here?
Llegué como con $20 solamente.
Crazy. Gracias por tu tiempo. Be able to seek asylum status now they've gotten past the border?
They're going to be probably processed in accordance with Title 42.
Got it.
And if they're not amenable to Title 42, then they'll probably be processed under Title 8.
Got it.
So nothing's changed. Crossing the border in between the ports of entry is still a crime. So all those individuals that you see on that side that are on the other side of the wall, they're in the U.S. illegally. Our message to migrants is if you're going to apply for asylum, you do it at a port of entry.
Got it.
That is the correct way to apply for asylum.
Is this a daily occurrence, an hourly
This
occurrence?
happens every day. The El Paso sector is averaging 1,400 bodies every single day, migrant.
Title 42 is a pandemic health era policy that allowed the United States authorities to quickly expel migrants on public health grounds. This policy was used to prevent the spread of COVID-19 virus into the United States. The previous Trump administration used that policy, and under that policy, most migrants were sent back to Mexico after the United States border authorities recorded their names and fingerprints. But since it is not an immigration law, it doesn't have an immigration penalty. That's why the migrants who illegally crossed the border before and got caught took advantage of the opportunity to cross again without penalty. But the Title 42 policy just expired, and the current Biden administration just announced more legal pathways to reach the United States that prompted the migrants' number to swell big time.
You know what's going on here?
Of course, the migrants are waiting to get into the U.S.
For Title 42 to expire?
The end of
And do you think they're all waiting to enter once 42 passes and then they can just seek asylum?
Yeah, no, we don't think they are. We know they are.
For a fact.
We know them because we have a project in the cathedral where we have a welcome center for migrants for 4 years.
Why are they camping out here in particular? Is that
That's the gate number 40 where they're saying they're going to let so many people in every day.
President Biden is laying down a welcome mat to people across the entire world, saying that the United States border is wide open and it would lead to an incredible amount of people coming across the border illegally.
people sitting on the streets? Did they just get in? What's going on here? What is the situation? People everywhere right now.
Now you'll see there are countless illegal immigrants lining the streets of what appeared to be just this one block downtown. But now that they've successfully illegally entered, what is their plan?
Porta potties everywhere as well. People on the ground everywhere with folders. Seems to be the affected square. And then boom, it's clear. No one on the streets over here. It's all that one affected square, almost as if law enforcement's isolating it to that one region. Hola, where are you from? Here, get some food. Cheers. What is in the folder? See, gotcha. Got it. People literally everywhere right now just setting up camp. A lot going on here. Why is everyone here at just this block? Do you know, officer?
It's a sanctuary. The government is not allowed to come as far as like Border Patrol.
Because it's a religious institution, is that?
That I don't know. A lot of these people that are coming across, they have a bunch of diseases that we haven't seen here in a long time because there's a lack of vaccination. So we're seeing like measles, mumps, rubella. They actually have it. We have a lot of cases of chicken pox and measles and stuff, and people have malaria.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Because of the migrant surge, the border authorities at the various Migrant Processing Centers are overwhelmed due to the influx of illegal crossers. That prompted them to release a large number of migrants on the streets.
Well, migrants arrive in Denver looking for opportunity and shelter. City says now 600 people have been bused to Colorado in recent months.
Our investigator Rick Salinger live on the story at 5. And Rick, you found many of them out on the streets, eagerly looking for work.
Yes, Jim. After the long, arduous journey to Colorado from Venezuela, we found numerous men standing along the street, practically begging for work. Here at the corner of Colfax and Desperation, arrivals from Venezuela stand and hope for a chance at work.
It is a little difficult, it's hard, but sometimes always come through. Not much, but there are jobs, thank God.
The sign indicates this is a day labor pickup spot, but during our visit, the opportunities seem few and far between. He says in Texas they gave us help to get here to Colorado. Emergency shelters have been created to provide a place to sleep. Now, sometimes without work permits or protected immigration status, they try to find work to send money back home. In the meantime, after coming so far through dangerous conditions, they wait for the chance at a few dollars. More than anything, he says, we come for our family, to fight for our dreams, to support our family that is in Venezuela right now.
Right now we have a border.
Last week, a group of Republican House members visited El Paso to decry President Biden's policies. Although solutions may be harder to find, with Washington's political wars now being waged on the border.